Heiner Müller's Hamletmachine was published in 1977, and it is a postmodern drama that is the radical reimagining of William Shakespeare's Hamlet. And Müller's work is danced, fragmented, as we know, that is the style of postmodern drama or writing. Exploration of various social and political issues, with feminism emerging as a central theme. The play consisting of 5 scenes across roughly 9 pages. William Shakespeare's Hamlet was written in 5 acts, and under every act there were several scenes. It is fragmented drama, and all William Shakespeare drama is crushed and come to 9 pages. But follow the structure, it is 5 scenes. Challenges the traditional interpretation of Hamlet. Actually, we see that I think that the sky is gloomy today. It might start raining any time. That is my assumption. But sometimes narrative changes. It may rain, but at the sometimes it may come with the help of thunderbolt. Okay, আমরা অবশ্য চিন্তা করি নাই যে বৃষ্টি, আমরা চিন্তা করছি যে বৃষ্টি হবে, কিন্তু বৃষ্টির সাথে যে থান্ডারবোল্টও হতে পারে, বৃষ্টির সাথে যে সুনামিও হতে পারে. So that is called meta narrative. Meta narrative, that means beyond narrative. Grand narrative, that means the story itself. And meta narrative is story behind the story. তার মানে মেঘ দেখে যদি বৃষ্টি হয়, এটা যদি আমরা অ্যাজিউম করি, তাহলে এটা হলো গ্র্যান্ড ন্যারেটিভ। আর মেটা ন্যারেটিভ হলো মেঘ দেখে যদি বৃষ্টি হয়, সুনামি হয়, থান্ডারবোল্ট হয়, সেটা হলো কি মেটা ন্যারেটিভ। মেটা ন্যারেটিভ মানে যেটা বলা নেই, বিয়ন্ড ন্যারেটিভ। সো দিস Heiner Müller Hamletmachine is the exploration of that meta narrative. That means one incident might have multiple meanings. One incident might have multiple explanations in reality. That is the theme of postmodern literature, and Heiner Müller is not an exception, and he has done quite efficiently by this drama, Hamletmachine. And that challenges the traditional interpretation of Hamlet. Traditional interpretation of Hamlet, what does it mean? That means Ophelia will cry, that means yes, my father is not ready to get myself married to Hamlet because I am weaker in class. No, that means women are feeble. দুর্বল। এটা উইলিয়াম শেক্সপিয়ারের হ্যামলেটে দেখেছি যে সেই ওফেলিয়া হচ্ছে কি দুর্বল। সেখান থেকে বেরিয়ে এসে সেই ওফেলিয়া বলছে, yes, I reject all the sins I have. Okay, so that is particularly the role of Ophelia. And critics, the misogyny, that means dislike or contempt for or ingrained prejudice against women. That means in society, naturally the male-dominated society, they do not like the activities of the women. They do not like the female counterparts, and they have the prejudice against the women counterpart. Heiner Müller drama is a revolt against such kind of misogynistic attitude. That means the negative attitude toward female counterparts, and that he has done quite successfully with the character Ophelia. Okay? Embedded within both the original play and broader societal structure. Okay? What is feminism? Feminism requires equal right for female. Feminism requires to consider female as a human being, not female. Okay? And for this reason, the idea of feminism started early in the mid-19th century. And that was demanded on the equal rights. That is called the first wave of feminism. Second wave of feminism started in 1960 decades. And that focused the legal equity. That means whether the female, and in the first wave that is the suffragette movement that indicates the female will get voting power. That means before 19 decades in Europe, America, women wouldn't take part in vote. They wouldn't vote. That is the first wave of feminism. And the second wave of feminism, after getting the voting right, after the suffragette movements, they have got the legal rights. That means they have got the equal share in property. That is the second wave. That is started in 1960 decades. And the third wave started in 1990 decades. That is individuality, diversity, and individuality. Okay, a female will have individual character. Okay, that was flourished. That means in the second wave they have got equal share in property law and in every other structure of the society. In the third wave they have got individuality. And the fourth wave, that means after 2010 decades, মানে 2005 সালের পর থেকে আজ পর্যন্ত এটাকে বলা হচ্ছে fourth wave. Fourth wave. It means that Heiner, Müller, Hamletmachine was written in 1977. That was included in which wave? Second wave. Second wave of feminism. And in that, legal rights and other will be dealing. So, one of the most significant aspects of Hamletmachine is the reinterpretations of Ophelia. That I have said. In Shakespeare's Hamlet, Ophelia is often seen as a tragic figure. Why Ophelia committed suicide? Who is responsible for this? Is Hamlet responsible? Is Ophelia's father responsible? Who is responsible for Ophelia's madness? In the broad sense, that is, Ophelia is a female and her voice was not heard clearly. Heard মানে শুনতে পারা, তার কথা, তার ভিতরের যে আত্মনাদ, সেটা সেই সময়কার সবাই আমরা শুনতে পারিনি for the cause of male dominated society. So individually Hamlet, his father and her father, that means Ophelia's father and Ophelia's brother Laertes, they are not responsible. That means the whole societal structure and simultaneously the power structure is responsible for the madness of Ophelia and also for the suicide of Ophelia. And who is conscious of the activity and reject Mr. So Müller, however, presents Ophelia as a character who is conscious of and actively rejects misogyny. উইলিয়াম শেক্সপিয়ার্স ওফেলিয়া নিভৃতে কেঁদেছে, কিছু বলতে পারেনি। সেই ওফেলিয়াকেই হাইনার মুলার একটা ভয়েস দিয়েছে। সেই ভয়েসের মধ্য দিয়ে she has rejected all male dominated society and comes up with the strength of Electra. Who is Electra? Sophocles, Euripides and Aeschylus's Electra. Electra was very much anxious that his mother killed his father Agamemnon. Okay, so we are coming at this portion. So this is the stark departure from the traditional portrayal of Ophelia. So that means traditionally we see that women will be feeble-minded, they will feel shy, they will not speak with loud voice, they will always be subservient. Subservient মানে দাসসুলভ towards the male counterpart. That is the traditional attitude towards women. But Heiner Müller breaks the traditional attitude and regards women as a true human being, not man and women, a true human being. The portrayal, reject the traditional portrayal of Ophelia as a passive and ultimate powerless figure. So, power exists in mighty or mighty layers of the society. Who are the mighty layers? Man. Who are the mighty layers? Society. Who are the mighty layers? Family chief. Who are the mighty leaders? The country's structure. In that sense, women are powerless. So that idea is rejected by Heiner Müller with this drama, Hamletmachine. Ophelia becomes a symbol of female resistance and a voice against patriarchal oppression. Don't do it. Don't go outside. Why you are going out at night? These are the things naturally parents say to the daughters. Can you do that? Parents will say their daughters, can you do that? Then they are not also confident. What does it mean? That attitude is rejected and protested by our main character, Ophelia. And who has portrayed that character? Heiner Müller. So, Heiner Müller, Hamletmachine, Ophelia becomes a symbol of female resistance and a voice against patriarchal. Müller feminist lens extends beyond just Ophelia. The play as a whole can be seen as a critique of historical power structure as well, with women representing these figures. That means women are powerless and other, that means male are powerful. So that power structure was shattered by this drama. The violent revolution depicted in the play can be interpreted as a symbolic overthrow of these oppressive forces, and Ophelia ultimately claiming to be Electra, that I have said earlier, before absorbing the world back into her womb. The powerful imagery suggests that reclaiming female agency and the rejection of the traditional roles assigned to women in society. So who is Electra? Electra, we know that in classical Greek literature, Electra comes first in Sophocles, Euripides and Aeschylus. Okay? So Electra had a grief for revenge against his mother Clytemnestra. Her mother Clytemnestra. What did Clytemnestra do? Clytemnestra killed his father. Who is the father? That means Agamemnon. Agamemnon went to the Trojan War. Okay, and within these 10 years, Clytemnestra had been enjoying a beautiful time with another man, Aegisthus. When Agamemnon's ship went towards Troy, their ship was burned. হঠাৎ করে জাহাজটা থেমে গেল। প্রফেসি পেল তারা যে হচ্ছে অ্যাগামেমননের মেয়েকে কি করতে হবে, স্যাক্রিফাইস করতে হবে। অ্যাগামেমনন ফিরে আসলো, ফিরে এসে বলল যে ইয়েস ক্লাইটেমেনেস্টা, আই ওয়ান্ট টু টেক ইউর ডটার, দ্যাট মিন্স ইউর ডটার ইজ গোয়িং টু বি ম্যারিড উইথ দ্য বিউটিফুল প্রিন্স। Okay? Who said that? Agamemnon. So Agamemnon told a lie and took their daughter and sacrificed to pacify the anger of the sea god, and then they started. For this, Clytemnestra was angry, and when Agamemnon returned, Clytemnestra, with the help of his beloved or lover Aegisthus, he killed Agamemnon. And for this reason, Electra, their daughter, she was very unhappy and she was trying to get revenge against his mother, Clytemnestra. So Clytemnestra had a rebellious attitude towards her own father. Okay, so there are several analogy. Okay, who is right, who is wrong? That is the Greek myth that is called Agamemnon myth. But in Clytemnestra there was a rebellious attitude, and Clytemnestra, based on Clytemnestra there are several. Sophocles' Electra, Euripides' Electra. Sophocles একভাবে ইলেকট্রাকে দেখেছে, ইউরিপিডিস একভাবে দেখেছে, আবার এসকিলাস, এই যে তিনজন গ্রিক ড্রামাটিস্ট তারা এই ইলেকট্রাকে বিভিন্ন অ্যাঙ্গেলে দেখেছে। বাট ওয়ান থিং ইজ কমন, দ্যাট ইলেকট্রা ইজ রেবেলিয়াস, Electra raised her voice against his own father, against her own father. Next time, Electra by Hugo von Hofmannsthal, another writing. Another one, even in 1991, that is Electra by Eugene O'Neill. That means Electra is a famous mythological or Greek character in Greek myth or Agamemnon myth, and based on Electra, Euripides, Sophocles, Aeschylus and Eugene O'Neill, they have written drama. But one thing is common, that Electra was rebellious, who had rejected the power structure of his father and tried to kill his father Agamemnon with the help of his brother. So this Ophelia, Heiner Müller compared Ophelia with Electra. This plays structure mirroring that Shakespeare's Hamlet in 5 acts, further emphasizing its critical engagement with the original text. By using the familiar framework of Hamlet, Müller is able to subvert expectation and challenging to the audience preconceived notions, as I have said earlier. The preconceived notion. What is the preconceived notion? As I have said earlier, that means if you see cloudy sky, you will see it might rain, but it might have tsunami. Okay, that is the meta narrative. So the subvert the expectation and challenges the audience preconceived idea. What is the preconceived idea or notions about women? Audience think that women will always be feeble, they will shy. Okay, they will be shy. That was the preconceived idea. But Heiner Müller, with the character of Ophelia, challenges that preconceived idea for female characters. This postmodern approach allows for a deeper exploration of underlying power dynamics at play in both the original and the reimagining. And also the use of monologues in Hamletmachine. As I have said earlier, that means in William Shakespeare's Hamlet we have seen several soliloquy. Soliloquy, that means whenever a character will be on stage and he will be on stage and he will be speaking his heart, inner thoughts. And to be or not to be, that is the questions. Okay, frailty thy name is women. This famous line we have got from Hamlet's soliloquy. So in William Shakespeare's Hamlet we have got soliloquy. Soliloquy in মনোকথন, একক কথন, একা একা কথা বলা স্টেজে দাঁড়িয়ে। সেই স্টেজে দাঁড়িয়ে soliloquy-র মধ্য দিয়ে a character can communicate the audience. Here in the same way Heiner Müller has introduced monologue. That means the dramatic monologue. In drama you see monologue. Here same thing will be happening in Ophelia. That means Ophelia in her monologue she expressed her inner feelings, inner thought, that is the psychological suppression and the psychological desire that comes out with the Hamletmachine. This extended speeches allows the character, particularly Ophelia, to express their inner thoughts and feelings in a way that is often absent in the traditional dramatic structures. And this gives voice to perspectives that might otherwise be marginalized or silenced, further amplifying the play's feminist message. Okay, that is observing Ophelia's character in Hamletmachine. There are several productions in North Carolina. Okay, the other parts they have produced. The play's theme of feminism, revolution and madness are intertwined and reflecting the tumultuous social and the political landscape of that time, especially the East Germany, when our writer Heiner Müller was born and brought up. Okay, so Hamletmachine is a complex and challenging work. That is, we see the position of women and the second wave of feminism was expressed fully in this drama. Okay, and that is the thing of so Hamletmachine reimagines Shakespeare's Hamlet, critiquing misogyny and traditional power structure. Misogyny, that means hatred against women. That attitude was challenged by this Heiner Müller drama Hamletmachine. This play reinterprets Ophelia as a symbol of female resistance against patriarchal oppression, challenging her traditional portrayal as a passive victim. Okay, so that is the fragmented structure and the unconventional character. Hamletmachine explores the theme of feminism quite clearly. Okay, so that is about feminism, one of the important theme in this drama, that is